us as institutions have to really do some critical analysis surrounding that and how we speak of underrepresented minorities. And I think this is where the tool can be beneficial as we talk about like the intake survey. We learn a little bit more than what we have in our student information system. We're going to be asking questions like how many hours do you plan to work and all these other things. These are things that we're learning about students that we have no way of capturing at this point, and we're capturing that information on the front end. So we can really truly understand what the true barriers are of students, that we're not making assumptions about students and grouping that to a whole group of students, because I think each student is unique. We can do predictive models, and like I said, even my research explained just certain amount of variance, right? But you still have all this other variance that exists that's unexplained. So how do we utilize the tool through what's being fed into the algorithm that gives an indicator on a student, or through what you're able to garner from information from advisor notes, and then what you're able to garner from the intake survey to really look at a student holistically and understand. The more we know about those students early on, and it's the reason why I did my research, and the faster we can provide those supports and create those networks, the better off we're going to be. We already have a centralized advising model on our campus, so we're really starting with that hub of centralized advisors, and our faculty champions that we've brought together. We have an entire department that's going to pilot as faculty advisors as well, just so we can work out some of those kinks before we roll it out to the entire campus. One of the things uniquely that we decided to do as a campus is to turn on the early alert case management aspect. Right now we have our own homegrown system, but just seeing the capabilities of the EAB case management and alert system is one of the reasons. How powerful it is one of the reasons that we're trying to kind of push that forward across the entire campus. So our previous system has some limitations, just like any tool has limitations, and that right now, even me as a staff person, because I'm not connected to a course, I can't submit an alert on a student, right? So there's a lot of valuable information that exists on our campus, and it's just like with any reporting tool, you have to have a way to report those type of things in order to get that information that's valuable to the advisor or faculty, whoever it may be. I think the functionality and the easy use of the case management and alert feature is going to be beneficial. Down the road, once we start thinking about like progress reports, like right now, the only time we really collect progress reports are at midterm. But having the opportunity to collect progress reports earlier on in the semester, which a lot of research says around week 4 or 5, when those first assignments are due or the first test happens, and to be able to provide information to advisors or other folks that are connected to students with a few clicks of a button, I think is quite powerful. And I know the faculty that we have on our team, on our leadership team, is super excited about that. I think it helps us to streamline that communication, and then also to streamline, the amount of information that folks have regarding particular students, and connecting all those resources, all those touch points that a student may have in various pockets of campus, to where we're able to, if I'm working with a student that may be struggling, I'm able to go into the system. I know who also is connected to that student, to where we can all be on the same page if there's a need to know, for each one of those staff persons or programs, whatever it may be. In the future, as the predictive analytics piece of it is rolled out, just like with any tool, the tool is 20%, 80% is how you use it, right? The strategies that you put behind it, and then the interventions that come along with it. So I think our campus is looking forward to thinking about, and some of it is difficult conversation because it has the opportunity to change campus culture and the way that we've done things and business practices and things of that nature. But we're fortunate enough with our group, they're super excited about having some of those conversations to ultimately to benefit student success in the end.